The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Ron here at AbleSys. I'll be glad to help and go over the signals from AbleTrend, what to look for on the charts. We'll take a look at a stock chart. We'll take a look at futures. We'll look at the long-term, day trading, short-term. We'll look at a little bit of everything, and I think you'll like what you see. It's really been working very well and helpful. And let's just jump right in and see what we've got. So I've got a chart of the S&P 500. I always like to, always want to know what's going on in the overall market. And you want to be looking for those sweet spots. Obviously, we had a, buy signal back here. The arrows are all weekly, and you might have X's on your chart. I just changed mine to arrows. It's the same thing. It all goes by color. If it's blue, it doesn't matter if it's a dot, what it is, an arrow, it's all the same thing. It all means this is the weekly buy signal, and you can tell it's weekly because you only get one of these every 5 days. This is every day is a daily, weekly combination chart. So we had a nice buy signal there, but here's the point I want to bring about. Look at that sweet spot. 3 days ago, we just had a perfect sweet spot. Blue bar closing right above the little blue dot underneath it. And that is about as low risk as you could get. That is just a textbook perfect sweet spot. Because the closer that the price is to the blue dots, and I'm referring to these blue dots, the lower the risk. See, hits the blue dot, bounces off and it goes up. Blue means buy. So if the price hits a blue dot or a blue arrow or blue anything, that means buy. The bar is blue. You can see here, it's right above the sweet, right, just about right on the blue dot. Triple confirmation. Blue bar, blue dot, blue weekly, which is the arrow. I mean, that chart's just screaming at you and me to buy it. I mean, that's just a beautiful AbleTrend signal. The algorithms are just loving that trade at that time. And that's called a sweet spot. Blue bar, right on a blue dot. Man, that's perfect. And it's gone up $12. So this is basically an option trade. It's a $432 ETF. So nice trade right there. $12 winner in 2 days. If you got a call option on that one, then you're doing really, really well. And basically, that's going to be 4 options because of the high price. But again, it's the same colors and dots, same rules. We just want to see everything blue. Now, first time to get in was right here. See, we got red, 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 blue. That's where you want to get in. Obviously, everybody wants to pay the lowest price for anything that you buy. Whether you go buy a car, whether you go buy shopping, whether you buy stocks or future, whether you're buying stocks, ETFs, whether you day trade in futures, you always want to buy the lowest price. Obviously, the beginning of the trade is where you want to get in when the blue bar first comes in, and you get the first triple confirmation trade, which is right there. So that's what you're looking for. It's exactly what you want to see. Okay, let's take a look at the intraday, which is another very big winning, profitable day on AbleTrend signals on the Russell. I've been talking the Russell for months now, and it's just been sweet. I mean, serious money on this Russell. NASDAQ too. NASDAQ's been good too overall. Of course, there's going to be losing days. That I can guarantee you. Monday was. I keep mentioning it because I want to, I'm a straight shooter. I'm going to tell you like it is. Every day's going to be perfect, but Monday was down day. But boy, has it been real good since then. But look at the Russell right here. I mean, this is just a thing of beauty. Right there is your sweet spot, like I just talked about. There's the first trade of the day, about 12, 13 minutes after the market opened. I'm Eastern, so about 9:43. Got your perfect sweet spot. Got a 1 minute sell signal, it's red. You got a 2 minute sell arrow, it's red. You got a 3 minute sell signal, it's red. The big arrow, the small arrow, the dot. Again, you could have dots, you could have X's. It's the same thing. You just use arrows. Hits the red dot right there, bounces off of it, The bars go from green to red. Man, that's just a textbook perfect sweet spot. And down it went. Really nice winner right there, too. As long as you stay under these red dots, you're safe. Stay in the trade. Stop's going to go at the previous higher row of red dots above the price, not this one little red dot there. Go to the previous higher level of resistance, because these dots and arrows, they're resistance. They tend to block the prices from going any further higher. Two greens, stop's going to go 2 points above. No, this is a Russell. Half a point above. We're stopped at right there, 22.07. Shorted it at 22.16. AbleTrend gave everybody 9 points. First trade of the day on the Russell. It's $450. It's a nice start to the day. That's for every one contract you trade. If you trade two, you double it. You trade five, times that by 5. I keep it simple. Just talk in terms of one lot. Here's your next triple confirmation trade right there. We gave back a point on that trade because we're obviously going to be out when the bar turns blue. Blue is buy, red is sell. Triple confirmation trade right there. Down it goes. Two greens are right there. Afterward, got to be at least 3 points in profit for the Russell to use the two greens. You say, well, there's two greens here. Why didn't you use it there? Because you weren't only like 1 point in profit. Now, you want to have a little bit of profit before we use the two green bar exit. And we'd be out right there. No trade zone here. No trade there. Kept us out of trouble both times when the rest of the world was probably losing because it went sideways. Another triple confirmation trade right there. We got our two greens, double green right there. A minute later, stopped out. It's another 3-point winner. Let's call it 2-point winner. Triple confirmation trade right there. We're looking at this live, and this is exactly what you would see when you're looking at it live. These charts don't change. Once the 1 minute bar closes, it's final. If you're looking at a 30-minute chart, once the 30-minute chart closes, it's final. There's no cheating or repainting. That's ridiculous. Anybody can tell you what to do after it already happened. This is what you see at that time. So there's that big arrow I'm looking for. Got to have the 3-minute, 2-minute, which came in a minute before. That's okay. And, of course, the 1 minute. They're all blue. Here's the first time they all come together. The first time they all come together. We had red, 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 red all morning long, and then we flipped over to blue. Everything blue. Not, 5 minutes later when it's already gone up 10 points. Again, I don't walk into a store and pay $1,000 for something that was $800 half an hour ago. No way I would do that. Nobody would. It's the same thing in trading. Stay in the trade. There we go. We're above the blue dots. Stay in it. Stop, by the way, at this point is here. Previous lower row of blue dots. Now, if we get a red bar, then that'll trump everything and we'd be out. Here we go. I'm just speeding it up. This is exactly what you would see, you and I, if we were trading this live. Stop out right there. Previous lower row, small blue dots. That's a 7-point winner right there. Let's call it 6. There's commissions, there's slippage. It's another 300 that AbleTrend gave to everybody. Just a great day. Russell's just been killer. Here's your next trade. And that was only really about a break even. It's a small winner. I'm going to call that a break even. No trade here. Don't have a 3-minute. Got the 2-minute. You don't have the big arrow. No trade, no trade. That's a trade right there. Finally a losing trade because the second lower row of blue dots, we get stopped out there. We lost 1 point after we're up a bunch going into this trade. There's your triple confirmation sell signal. 1 minute, 2-minute, 3-minute, and a red bar. And you're below the blue support points here. That's great when you break below support because now there's no blue down here, no blue to block it from going lower. Great. It has a clear path to go down. Another great day on the Russell today. What a fantastic couple of weeks it's been on the Russell. Really some serious money. 2 greens in a row. Stop goes half a point, 1 point. Now, you use your judgment on that, whatever you feel. And then I use a half a point. You can use a point, whatever. Either way, we're stopped out here at 21.94. I got short at 2,200. Made another 6 points. That's another $300 that AbleTrend gave to everyone per every one contract you trade. So worked out well. Jumping over to the NASDAQ. I put both of them up at the same time. If one's really choppy, jump over to the other one. You don't have to be married to one market. That's ridiculous. See, whatever you think. Only counts what you think. Okay. At the open, which I don't like to trade or don't suggest trading because it can be pretty unpredictable and very erratic because of the volume explosion. That's why the bar is so long. Always at the 9:30 New York Open, Eastern Time Open, it's gonna have longer bars. Well, obviously, it's much harder to win when you're trading longer bars than when you're trading shorter bars. Because there's less volatility. But some people like to trade the open because they know more risk, and it's definitely riskier, means more reward. That would have been a winner. Up it went. No trade zone, triple confirmation there. That would have been a losing trade, but that's 25 points from the dots. It's got to be under 20. I mean, that's just an awful lot of risk. Plus, it's a long price bar. I go through all of this in the one-on-one trading session for anybody who's on a trial. It's much easier to me to help somebody one-on-one than just kind of talking general over the chart like this. But there's your perfect sweet spot. Any one of these. Just absolutely textbook perfect sweet spots. Triple agreement sweet spots. Blue bar, blue 1 minute, blue 2 minute, blue 3 minute. Just screaming at us to buy it there. AbleTrend's calculations and algorithms are loving this chart. Loving this trade right here. Okay, 2 greens, stopped out there. It's a nice little trade. That's 30 points. Let's call it 25. That's a $500 winner that AbleTrend gave to you, me, and everybody who has disciplined enough to do what the signals say. Now, sometimes you come across 2 or 3 losers in a row. It's going to happen. And there's most certainly going to be losing days. But you got to just grind it out, stick with it. Because you can't miss these big moves. There's only 1, 2, rarely 3 big moves a day. The rest of the day, the market's sideways and choppy. The market doesn't give anybody a chance to win. So you got to catch the big moves. So how do you do that? You got to take all the trades. You just don't know. Nobody in the world knows before it's going to happen. If we knew that, we'd never have a losing trade. That'd be ridiculous. It'd be a perfect system. That doesn't exist anywhere in the world. Losing trade right there. That's a perfect triple confirmation trade. Okay, after a $500 winner right here, a losing trade right here. We're going to give back 10 points. Now we got a triple confirmation sell right here. We lost a little bit on this one too. It wasn't much, but we did lose. Okay, got a lot, losing trade. Same thing over here. It got real choppy here. No trade zone, no trade zone. Back to triple confirmation sell. And that one turned out well. Okay, down here you got 2 greens. Here you have 2 greens, but really wasn't much profit at that point. It was only 9 points. Got to be at least 10 points. We're going to get out right there. Stop goes 2 points above the top of the double greens. That one worked out well right there. Made up for some of those. Made up for the 2 losses in a row. Okay, you got a triple confirmation sell signal there. That turned around and went up instead of down. No good. Triple confirmation buy signal there. That one worked out really nice. Just kept on going up, 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 up. There's double greens afterward. No, we weren't 10 points in profit. Here's the double green right there. Put the stop just a little bit below that. A minute later, we're stopped out. So that was a good one there. Made up for the loss earlier. So far, we're doing really well in the day. Here's a triple confirmation trade. It's a small winner. Let's just call it a break even. Now we had 2 losers in a row. That wasn't fun. Sweet spot right there. Small winner. Let's call it a break even. Triple confirmation trade right there. Does not work out. Now, losing trade. So, we had a couple of really nice winners, but we had, quite a few losing trades on this NASDAQ chart too. 4 days in a row now, every day this week, 15 minutes before the close, which would be 3:45 Eastern, wherever you live, wherever you are in the world, 15 minutes before the close has been I don't know why, but it's been the best trade of the day, right there. Okay, that's about 10 minutes before the close, we'll say. Look at this. Look at this. Was this unbelievable? And then you want to get out. There's your 2 greens, and you'd be stopped at right there. However, it was like 15 points. Well, I'm not going to say the best trade of the day. The best trade was that sweet spot trade, which was the first trade of the day a little bit after the market opened up. But even in the pre-market, this thing just took off like a rocket. But, of course, we're going to be out over here. It's 5 after 4, 8 after 4 exactly. And at 4:15 Eastern, you definitely don't want to be in the market. You better be out before then, because that's when the market closes. Okay, now we'll jump over to the scalp chart. And this is this a completely different chart, different algorithms. It's a 1 minute, 3 minute, but it's different calculations, different algorithms, different settings. So it's a completely different chart. Everybody has all these charts made up already for you in your workspaces, whether you use Ninja or AbleTrend. We've got them all set up for you. All these charts I just showed, they're already set up. Just go to File, Open Workspace. They'll all be there. Now, the scalp chart is a little different. It's much faster, much lower risk, and you're in and out literally within minutes. And it's a simple chart, really simple. You don't have to have triple confirmation or anything like that. You're just looking for the price to hit a blue dot and close above it. You put a bracket order in there when it hits 5 points, which would be right about there. A couple of minutes later, you win $100. 5 points is $100. Even though this went up 20 points, no, I'm not gonna count that. No, only 5 points. It's a scalper. You don't know that at the time, and a scalper uses a profit target of 5 points. That's it. That's all you have to do. Hits a red dot like right here, as long as it closes under it, which it did. A couple of minutes later, get your 5 points. It's another $100. Every time it does that, you win $100. That's how you scalp with AbleTrend's scalp chart. I don't think this was 5 points, so we'll call this a losing trade. Started to go up. Look, I won 3 points. Once it goes under the blue dot, we're out. 2 points under the blue dot, we're out. Okay, hits the red dot, closes under it 5 points. Whoops. And that's how you do it. I mean, if it does that, then you win. Hits the tip of the blue arrow, which is the 3 minute support point. I don't know why that's doing that. Can't get that off. Okay, there we go. Hits the tip of the blue arrow right here, closes a couple points above it. 2-3 minutes later, another 5 points. It's another $100. Every time you do that, you win 100. That's a losing trade. It's a blue. No, actually, these 2 points, it has to hit the blue dot. Not close, it has to hit it. Close is not good enough. So actually, it doesn't hit the blue dot. These 4 bars close under the blue dot. So right here, no trade. Hits a red dot, closes under it. A couple of minutes later, we got the 5 points winner. Hits a red dot, goes above it, losing trade. And I think you get the picture. That's how we do it. Hits the blue arrow, closes right here, right a point or 2 above it. 2-3 minutes later, we got the 5 points winner. So that's how we do the scalp chart. It's a different chart. It's all set up for you. Russell's been just insanely profitable. It's been great. NASDAQ's been good. Had a couple losing days. And then you got the long term if you don't like the day trade. Who wants to sit in front of the computer? Not everybody wants to sit in front of the computer. Well, they're busy or they're at work. Well, obviously you can't day trade if you're working. So you do the longer term. Put in any chart you like. And the way you change the chart is simply type in the symbol. All I did was just type Apple on the keyboard. Hold on, I'll try that again. Apple, and I click enter on the keyboard. That's all I did. Didn't click anything, didn't touch my mouse. Just type on the keyboard, AAPL, enter. There's your buy signal on Apple. Again, look for the higher time frame. On the daily, weekly, and on all my charts, I just use arrows. So there's the arrow, it's blue. There's the dot, it's blue. There's the price bar, it's blue. So anybody who had AbleTrend a month ago, well, you got a buy signal at Apple at 132. Still in the trade today at 147. Got a call option on that one? They're talking real money right there. That's thousands just for one contract. You say, well, what about here? Well, we got to go to the previous lower blue dot, and it has to close under that previous lower blue dot before we exit the trade. So even though a couple of days ago, when we had that big down day on Monday, AbleTrend says, don't get nervous. Anybody who doesn't have AbleTrend would have got out. Oh, no, it dropped $7. Oh, I better get out. Oh, I'm losing money. No, not if you have AbleTrend. You didn't. And you got to be very disciplined, very patient and disciplined. You can't trade on your emotion. I can't. Anybody does. Guaranteed way to lose. Throw your money out the window. You have no chance. Nobody does. Got to trade with these algorithms. Much smarter than any human brain, but you got to have the patience to do it. It's not for everybody. That's why I repeat that in every webinar, especially day trading. Very stressful. Doesn't work for everybody. Some people just let their emotions. The only reason people lose is because they let their emotions get in the way and they don't use AbleTrend signals. But the people who have the discipline to do that make a very good living at it. Very good. But it's just, like I keep repeating, it's just not for everybody. Some people are just not cut out for that. And I get that. Believe me, I totally understand. Well, that's okay. Trade the longer term. Swing trade, 130-minute daily chart. 130-minute dailies, excellent for swing. Or do the longer term, the daily weeklies. You can even do weekly, monthly. I use that for retirement accounts. Positions where I'm staying in it for months and months. This depends on whatever you like. Doesn't matter. AbleTrend will work the same for everything. It only counts what you think or what you like. But the different charts will work, and it's multiple time frames. That's what keeps us out of trouble. I love the no trade zones. It eliminates so many false signals. It eliminates chopping. It alerts us of a choppy market before it starts and keeps us out of chop. Keeps us out of sideways trades. Not 100%. If it did that, it would be a perfect system. But if we can eliminate 50%, half of the chop, we stay way ahead of the game because it keeps us out of trouble, the multiple time frames. That's what works so well. I'm glad to help anytime too. So I'm here every day, all day, Monday to Friday. Anything I can do for you, call, email. You get that kind of support here. Not like some companies where you send them an email and you're lucky if you get a response back a couple of days later. So keep it simple. Another thing, people tend to complicate it. I don't know why. Simple works better. Steve K traded the Russell today. He had 11 trades. He had 9 winners. He made 27.4 points. 27 points at $50 a point. Good money. What's that, like $1,200? That's real money. Well done, Steve. Great job, my friend. You're welcome, Jim. Thanks for being here. Good guy, Jim G. Larry, for daily, weekly charts, what about daily, weekly charts? What about it? Daily, weekly, yeah, that's the chart we're looking at right now, this Apple chart. No, the first one I showed, the S&P chart. Any advice of trading videos on how to narrow down stock selection? Oh, you have a good weekend too, Steve. Thank you, sir. Oh, yeah, that's easy, Larry. Today's buy-sell signals for tomorrow. Those are all the new buy signals that came into the market that day. The first new blue bar. Now, it's just for a daily. So you just simply put it into this daily weekly chart that I have up right now. And then you see which ones have both the blue arrow and the blue bar. That's all it is. Can't have any red above it. Any red dot or red arrow. No trade. You never ever buy anything, any chart, any time frame, if there's anything red above it. It's a real simple rule. You never go short or buy puts if there's anything blue under it, a blue arrow, blue dot, anything blue below it, no trade. Just means too risky. And, trading's tough enough. We don't want high risk. So, yeah, the daily weekly's perfect, Larry. Today's buy-sell signals for tomorrow. That's AbleTrend's new buy and new sell signals, only using the daily chart, but after scanning 10,000 stocks. Boy, does that narrow it down and save us a lot of time. Simply put it into a daily, weekly chart like I just did right now. And then you can, 2 seconds, literally minutes, even if you had 10 or 20 of them in the list, it would take no more than 5 minutes to go through them all one by one and see which ones, eliminate the ones that have red weekly signals, anything red above it, anything red arrows or red X's, whatever you're using. The weeklies has red, you move on to the next one. Next. Yeah, I thought so, Michael. Michael Z says the earnings announcements 5 minutes before the close made the NASDAQ explode. Figured it had to be some kind of great news came out that the market liked. Good job. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Hope I was helpful. Have a great weekend, everyone, and see you back here same time on Tuesday.